President Kamala Harris is doing a media blitz too, sitting down with CBS 60 Minutes, The View, The Howard Stern Show, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and the Call Her Daddy podcast. Then she heads out to Nevada and Arizona for a Univision town hall and campaign stops. Mike.
Maddie Rivera live here in D.C. Maddie, thanks so much. And you can catch the replay of Shannon Bream's exclusive interview with Governor Tim Walz right after this show. Stay with us. For more on the 2024 race, let's bring in today's political panel. Former chairman of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, Neil Chatterjee, and president of Corcoran Street Group, Brad Howard. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
So let's start with the big interview with Governor Walz and how he handled some of his past misstatements. Let's play it.
They heard me the other night speaking passionately about gun violence and misspeaking. I have never disparaged someone else in this, but I know that's not what Donald Trump does. They disparage everyone, the personal attacks. I will own up when I misspeak.
Brad, is that a good explanation?
Yeah, I mean, I think look, when you misspeak, you own up to it, you apologize, you move on. But it's when you do a series of missteps, but you refuse to admit they're missteps, and you try to convince other people that they're wrong, they heard it wrong, which is the Trump strategy. That's misleading voters, and it's not acceptable in our politics, and I think voters reject that kind of behavior. And so, but what you're seeing from Tim Walz and Kamala Harris is an aggressive phase of the campaign. We're entering the last 30 days. They are hitting a variety of different methods to hit swing voters, to get their message to them, to talk to them. I think the vice president going on everything from The View to Howard Stern to Univision is impressive. And it's very different than the Trump campaign, which seems to be doubling down on their base strategy. I think Kamala's running the better strategy. I think it's going to matter on election night.
Neil, in your view, how is Governor Walz handling getting caught not being straight with some facts?
I mean, look, the reason he had to do this interview today is because he got thumped in the debate by J.D. Vance. And so they've been hiding him up to this point because they were nervous about how he would perform. He did a difficult interview today. Good for him. But why is he suddenly now doing difficult interviews when he's been hiding from the press, despite the fact that he was very press forward when he was governor? It's because they were nervous about rolling him out. And I am sorry, media blitz for VP Harris. I love Howard Stern. Howard Stern is an openly partisan Democrat. He is not going to ask tough questions. The View, forget about it. These aren't real interviews. These aren't serious interviews.
60 Minutes is a serious interview.
60 Minutes, I'm sorry, it's going to be a puff piece. She needs to actually start doing the interviews. Why didn't she do Shannon's show this morning? Why did they roll out Walz? What are they scared of? I actually think this risk-averse strategy is going to backfire. People don't know who she is, and she's giving the Trump campaign the opportunity to define her, and she's not defining herself.
All right, well, let's put it on the screen from the New York Times. Harris